In today's video, we're going to break down 8 plays from Kenny Pickett's first preseason game. Unfortunately, he did not start, so we're seeing him play against guys that probably aren't going to make the roster, but he was 13 for 15, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions, so overall it was a pretty solid outing. All right, play number 1 is going to be a keeper slide, so you get a play action boot, and then the slide means that this Z from across the formation is going to come, and normally this slide route is going to be open, assuming that the end man on the line of scrimmage is someone like this player that clearly isn't as good of an athlete out in space. This is a lot more of what I think people expect the Matt Canada offense to look like. Obviously, you can't look too much into preseason play calling, but a lot more under center, play action, wide zone kind of stuff, and a lot less RPO, shotgun, get the ball out quickly. This is where Kenny Pickett, even though it's only a completion for a few yards, this is where Kenny Pickett, I think, is really going to thrive because of his accuracy on the run. Second play that we're going to look at, this is a good example of how a lot of times these quick game concepts are going to be run simultaneously on different sides, and usually it's going to be a pre-snap read which concept he goes to. So Kenny Pickett's got stick here on the left side, and then just a dragon concept over here on the right, which is a slant flap. Pre-snap, he's identifying this hook defender and this edge rusher. If this guy gets into his pass rush, he's gonna have this flat route open because this hook defender is playing with inside leverage. All right, next play in the red zone, they're running what I call smash cab, which is kind of a combination concept where you get cab, which is these 2 in-breaking routes. Sometimes they run it as sort of levels, and sometimes it's just read off a hook defender and cover 3 or something. You combine that with the smash concept, which is this corner route from the Y. Seattle's pretty clearly showing a 3-deep look right here, so Kenny Pickett most likely understands pre-snap that he's going to one of these in-breaking routes. If they were to rotate into too high, then he could probably try to fit in a hole shot to number 85 there, but he was pretty much covered up. Okay, first and goal at the 3-yard line. They're gonna play action to sort of a zone counter, and then instead of the running back running out into the flat like you normally see it, really good job sitting down in the end zone. Probably could have had 83 right here, but really nice throw for a touchdown. 3rd and 6, Steelers are running Wolf, which is a deep out and a deep corner. Kenny Pickett kind of double clutches here, and this is kind of a common theme with young quarterbacks that I've been breaking down on this channel. Just lacking decisiveness in the pocket, bailing from slight pressure. I mean, I really think that Kenny Pickett could have fit either of these throws in there. Obviously, he's playing with backup receivers, so it could be that he's just not trusting that they're going to be breaking open on those routes, but I think in the preseason, just fired in there, ends up taking a sack. On this play, we got verticals from a bunch on the left side. Seattle's rotating down into 3 weak. So he's looking to the field side, and then good job hitting this speed out. My guess is that when Kenny Pickett saw this off coverage, he probably knew that he was going to go to this. But if he would have been looking at these safeties, he would have seen the rotation into single high and known that this go route down the seam on the field side right here is going to be screaming wide open. 2nd and 8, just gonna throw this deep curl against what looks like some match coverage, but you've got this hole defender underneath. I actually like the ball placement here because you're getting it outside of the hook defender and underneath to where this corner can't make a play on it. My one issue with Kenny Pickett on this play is his eyes. He needs to look off these underneath defenders. He just kind of stares down the route the entire play. All right, and last play that we are going to look at, 3rd and 2. Steelers are running mesh, which is just 2 shallow drag routes, and against zone coverage like the Seahawks are playing right now, you're going to sit down in between these 2 hook defenders. Kenny Pickett gets pressured from the right side. Good job escaping the pressure, making a play. If he wanted to do like a Patrick Mahomes sort of flip throw to this tight end right here, he could probably pull that off. But really good pocket presence. I wouldn't classify this as, bailing too early. He steps up, and it's not like he has some sort of pocket to step into, because 53 is just going to counter inside and trip him up if he tries to step into a throw right here. Overall, I thought Kenny Pickett played a pretty solid game. A lot of really quick simple concepts, but overall I thought his accuracy was pretty good. Decision making was solid, and I'm excited to see if he can get a chance to play against more first and second stringers next week instead of third and fourth stringers.